This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. We explore topics surrounding sexuality, intimate relationships, and related subjects in an open and candid manner. Please be advised that we are not licensed marriage or sex therapists, and the content shared here is for entertainment and informational purposes only. If you are under 18 years of age or prefer not to engage with discussions about sex, relationships, or mature language, we strongly recommend that you refrain from listening further. However, if you are of legal age and comfortable with this content, we invite you to settle in and enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam,
And I'm Pris.
and today we are teaching you a little something. It's Swinger Terminology 101.
Oh, you know a lot of the terminology.
Well, I had to do a lot of research.
I know.
I had to do a lot of research because I am a research geek.
I know. I love that.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so,
because there's some things and I'm like, what does that mean? And it can
well,
be the
yeah,
most basic of
well, and
everything.
where it really got thick was the poly when we became poly and the different terminology, but it wasn't as bad when it came to swinging because a lot of the lingo was kind of easy to figure out. Some, not a lot, but I mean, some were at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you still have to break it down for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, little bit by little bit, there are things that come up. There's a lot of stuff that we haven't really delved into, but I know a little bit about, or I've read about things like that, or you hear from friends, this and
Right.
that. And that's really how you learn commonly is you get information here and there from different people. I know a lot of friends that tell us they learned about the lifestyle through podcasts, which just blows my mind.
Right.
Like I did not know that
Well, you kind
learning
of
from a
learned it
well,
through
so
YouTube.
I never listened to podcasts.
Yeah.
So to know that people learn stuff from podcasts, that just blew my mind. I
Yeah.
was like, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So, while we do a lot of entertaining shows here, we also try to really throw in some educational aspects of this because, there's a lot of stuff that people are already familiar with, but there's a lot of stuff that people aren't familiar with.
Right.
And, I think it would help to really throw that stuff out there.
Give it to us.
Yeah. So today we want to be your sexual translators. And so that's what we're going to work on today. You got to know your lingo.
Sexual translators.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
you
look
like
at
that?
that. Wow. You're such a good singer.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is not karaoke time, though, I'll tell you that. All right, so we're going to start off with some very basic terms. These are the basic terms that they have out there. When you get into the lifestyle, you're going to hear this often.
Okay.
The word swinging in and of itself. Now, most people are familiar with this term. This term has been around for a long time.
Right. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, there's a lot of people who don't like the word swinging. They don't like that label because it's a very old school label.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What would they rather it be called?
An alternative lifestyle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it's essentially when you're engaging in consensual partner swapping for sexual and social experiences. I
Okay.
mean, that's pretty straightforward.
I like
But
that.
like I said, a lot of these terms are self-explanatory.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then you've got the soft swap. Now, if you're new coming into this, you're not really going to know much about the swaps. You hear about wife swaps, you hear about couple swaps,
Mhm.
and couple swaps are essentially, I mean, it is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
You're a couple, they're a couple, and you're going to
Stop.
swap. I mean, it's that simple. But you've got your soft swap and you've got your full swap. And so it's important to really know the difference between the two. And so soft swap is essentially where you're going to have sexual activity,
Okay.
but it's not going to be physical penetrative sex.
You've explained this to me
Yeah.
and well,
So it's not full intercourse.
yeah.
It's almost like
So it's just
oral.
oral? Just
It could
oral?
be making out, it could be grinding, it could be fingers, it could be a lot of that stuff,
Oh.
but you're not having genital to genital
Well,
penetrative
then you can't
sex.
finger. Oh,
Genital to genital penetrative
really?
sex, yeah.
Hmm.
So it can be a lot of oral,
Yeah.
it can be stuff like that. That's a soft swap.
Okay.
We have engaged in this before.
Yes.
Not a whole lot.
No. No.
I would say that the people that we engaged soft swap with, it wasn't initially that way. Like they weren't a soft swap couple. It just that's where we stopped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or we went with each other after that or
Yeah.
whatever. It wasn't actually planned. Now, there are some couples out there that tout themselves only as soft swap,
Okay.
and, nothing wrong with that.
No, I
Nothing wrong with
mean,
that. Not really our thing.
is it just because they're going slow or
I
it's
mean,
just you
you'd
oh,
have to ask
we don't
them.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody's got their own reasons.
Gotcha.
But then obviously you have the full swap. The full swap is where, you know, we're swapping partners.
Yes.
Something we did last night.
And we sure as hell
We
what?
sure did.
What? Yeah,
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah. That was fun.
That
That
was
was fun.
a lot of fun.
Yeah. You came a lot.
I did.
And so did she.
She
Yeah.
did.
Oh, man.
Good job.
Yeah.
High five.
What up? Boom.
That
Yeah.
was 4. That was 4
that
high
little,
fives
you're like an
because,
octopus.
yeah, they're not here to give high fives.
Yeah.
Virtual high five.
Yeah. But essentially it was a full swap. I had there was 2 beds in the hotel, and her and I got started, and we were on one bed, and you and him got started, and y'all were on the other bed.
Yeah.
And then eventually we were all on the same bed, and then eventually we were all on different beds again. Yeah.
Yes,
But we had a nice little full swap
we did.
experience. That was a lot
Yeah.
of fun. So those are the basic terms when it comes to swinging. Now, if you're new, obviously you'll hear terms like pineapples. Pineapples are referred to a lot. The upside down pineapple.
Or
Um,
the fine apples.
People always want to know the story or the reason why pineapples are our mascot
Yeah.
for. I have no idea,
Yeah, it's
and
just
it makes no sense. All I know is that you know there was a trend that was started at some point where you put an upside down pineapple on your front porch, and that means that that's where the swinger party's at, and that's how you know where to meet.
I'm sure
You know.
someone's going to explain to us why it's a pineapple.
Oh, I know. I'm not sure I
I
want to
mean
listen to it, but I'm sure somebody will reach out and tell us. Now, there are party and event terms that are used often, and until you start getting into them, you're not really familiar with them.
Okay.
Now,
I didn't know that.
obviously, yeah, yeah. So one of the first things that somebody asked me, they obviously were not in the lifestyle, but they asked questions and they talk about the podcast and things like that. They heard me refer to the LS or the
Okay.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
They're like, "What is that?" And essentially, it's this way of life. I mean, it's the way of life, the alternative lifestyle that we have created for ourselves, and whatever that means for you, whatever it means for us. For us, it is a sexually free type of lifestyle
Yeah.
where we're still betrothed to each other,
Yes.
but we are able to experience sexual fun with others.
Yes.
But it could be different for anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
there are people in the kink lifestyle who have different different communities.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's one of the terms there, meet and greets. Now, we weren't really too familiar with meet and greets until we moved to our current community because there just weren't too many in our old community.
No. No. Mm-mm.
But out
There
here,
was
there's like a meet and greet every week.
yes. Yeah.
And we're in 2 different communities, essentially, 2 different cities,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we attend meet and greets all the time, and it essentially, you have an event where a group will say, "Okay, everybody come and meet us up," and you could see these people, the same people every week at these meet and greets, but there are
Yeah.
opportunities for new people to come in
Yeah.
and meet the community,
Mhm.
and most times they take place at bars because everybody likes to drink and get loose,
Yeah.
and everybody has a good time.
Yeah. I like oh, sometimes we have brunches.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes there are date time,
Yeah.
meet and
There's all
greets.
kinds of meet and greets. We've had one at a golf course, bowling lane.
Oh, yeah.
We they try to make them fun. We had ours at a coffee bar.
Yes,
It was also a full bar, but it was coffee because we love coffee,
totally.
and it was in our little town here. So, yeah, meet and greets are really fun for new people.
Now, the problem that I see oftentimes with meet and greets is that people will have them at loud venues, loud music venues.
Yeah.
So they'll have them at a friggin' club where there's a live band.
Yeah.
And the live band obviously is pouring through the speakers, and you can't really have conversations. So meet and greets for me are good to just say hello, meet somebody in person, but not really explore them.
Right.
Most times at meet and greets, we'll meet somebody, we'll vibe with them, or we'll see if there's any kind of connection. And then afterwards, we'll reach out to them and go, hey, it
Yeah.
was nice meeting
Yeah.
you. Maybe we can grab a dinner or
Yeah.
something.
And it's at least you can put a name to a face sometimes,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So they are fun.
So it does help, but
Yeah,
I've
for the
never
most.
been to a meet and greet where it's been really like I was really able to catch up with people,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, we did go to one on St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day, we went to one and it was very chill, remember?
Oh, yeah, that was
And we
pretty
were
good.
able to yeah, we were able to talk to some friends and stuff.
That was one of the few times because most times they're at
Yeah.
very loud venues,
Yeah,
and it's really difficult to have
it
conversations
is.
there. So
Yeah.
that was
That
a
was a
good
good
meet and
one.
greet. That was kind of impressive.
Mhm, mhm.
You'll hear this at clubs and at house parties, but playroom.
Yes.
Playroom. Obviously, this is one of those where it could go either way. You could probably it sounds exactly like what it is.
Mhm.
You know, most house parties, they'll have a designated playroom. That'll be the
Yes.
spot where I mean, obviously, if you go to a house party, most times you're not gonna just drop trow as soon as you walk through the door and go, "Okay, somebody suck my dick."
Yeah.
Like, it's not gonna happen that way. If it did, oh, man, that would
I
really be
mean, we've
interesting, but
been to a party like that.
kinda,
Yeah.
kinda.
I mean, and they usually have designated rooms for parties, like does playrooms.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're themed. Sometimes it's kind of neat,
Yeah.
open door, close the door,
I like
or
it when they have that yoga chair.
God,
We
it's so
really get to
fancy.
have
Oh,
fun in that yoga chair,
I
man.
love that.
Yeah.
I want one of those so bad.
Yeah, but they're like 300
I
bucks, man.
know.
But hey, we'd get our worth out of it, you
We
know?
had spent $300 on sushi.
Well, that was for a family of 8, to be fair.
True.
So, yeah, but
It
yeah,
was
we
good.
definitely gotta get one of those chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so most of these playrooms, I mean, really, it depends. We have been to all different types and themed playrooms, but I
Mhm.
mean, it is
Mhm.
exactly what it sounds like. It is a room that is designated for you to play in. Now, at house parties, it could be different things. Sometimes they have an open door policy, sometimes they have a closed door policy. Some people like to have a playroom that they can close the door and have privacy, but some house parties, they say, "Sorry, but you gotta keep the door open."
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
We prefer the door open.
We like to give a show.
We sure do.
Yeah, that's always fun. That's always fun. Now, let's talk dynamics for a second.
Okay.
Dynamics is a fun conversation for me, especially when I'm getting to know somebody new.
For me too.
Yeah. It's a good starter question
Mhm.
for couples, for singles, whatever. Well, I mean, you don't really have to ask a single what their dynamic is because it's just them. So most of the time,
Well, but what do they like?
yeah, what do they like? But
So
as
you
far
kind
as
of
like what's their dynamic, obviously they're not going to be full swap or soft swap. You know what I mean? Like, well, actually,
I
no,
mean, yeah.
that's not. Yeah, I guess that made sense when I said it out loud. Don't listen to me, guys. I don't know what I'm talking about.
So, yes, everybody should have a dynamic,
Everybody should talk about
assuming,
dynamics.
and
That's
talk
for
about them
sure.
for sure.
So every time
So, what
you,
is a dynamic?
what is a dynamic? Well, a dynamic is essentially how you play. What is your way to play?
Yeah.
There's a few different types. One of my favorites is a hot wife dynamic, hot wife
Yes.
and stag.
Yeah.
So a hot wife dynamic is a married woman who engages in sexual activities with others,
Mhm.
often with her partner's encouragement. Now,
I'm digging that.
we do partake in this. I love watching you.
Yeah.
Like that really gets me off is
Yeah.
watching you with somebody else. I love watching you with a woman, but I really love watching you with a guy.
Yeah.
Something very, very hot about it. And
Yeah.
I think primarily because I know what they're getting. I know how good it is. And I'm like, man, it's like you'll see the guy making the faces when you're going down on him and things like that. And I'm like, yeah, no, I get that.
Woohoo.
I understand it because that shit is amazing. But I like watching my wife be a slut.
Yeah.
I like her
Yeah.
being that porn star that's just so fucking heated that she just needs to get this dick.
I love that.
It's fucking hot, man. Yeah.
Hey, I love that.
It's incredible.
So
It's
what is it
incredible.
when a woman wants like me, I like to watch you?
So I've read the term as cuck queen, but
Oh,
here's the thing. They call it cuck queen, but realistically, it's not a cuckold situation. So a cuckold is another type of dynamic that some people seem to confuse with hot
humiliation.
wife. It really adds more of the humiliation aspect of it.
Cuckold does.
Yes. So,
Oh,
it'll be a lot of building up, like maybe the wife will be having sex with another man all the while talking to the husband, saying how great this guy is and how big his dick is compared to the other guy, to the husband, and stuff
oh,
like that. Stuff that's really meant to kind of humiliate
okay,
the husband,
right.
and that's part of the kink. And a lot of times in cuckold, they'll lock away their dick. There's like a metal apparatus that you can
Uh-huh,
put around your balls and your dick,
uh-huh.
and you lock it, and this person takes the key, and you can't really get hard, and obviously you can't touch yourself.
Yeah.
So you're locked away, and you're forced to sit here and watch this woman who you've married have sex with another man and degrade you.
So I like the key part. I don't like the degrading part. Now, I don't think I could ever do that to you.
Well, I mean, it's a thing for people. I mean, and
Yeah.
I'm definitely not dogging it because, to each his own.
It's kind of hot.
Yeah.
I see
Well,
the
and we've
aspect.
talked because we met a
Yes.
couple that
That's
was their
right.
kink,
Yeah, yeah.
and just talking to them about it was very hot.
It
I'm not gonna lie.
was.
Just talking, I mean, I wouldn't want it for me, but we were talking about being the couple that was playing with the wife
Yeah.
while he watched and was locked
Yes.
away, and
Yeah.
kinda hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda
Yeah.
hot. But that's definitely a kink that's separate from the hot wife. Now, for a woman who likes to watch her man play, that I've always read as a cuckoldress
Okay.
or a cuck queen.
Okay.
But of course, like I said, there's no humiliation aspect. So I
Yeah.
don't know how correct
I
that term
love
is.
watching you. So, cut queen.
You know,
Okay. All right.
I
Queen
love
it
you
is.
watching me. It's
Oh my
hot.
gosh. Oh,
It is hot.
oh, love it.
So then that leads into the stag and vixen
Okay.
dynamic. This stag and vixen dynamic is where the male partner enjoys watching his female partner engage with others. Now, I don't feel like that's very different from the hot wife.
Yeah.
I really don't see the differences between those 2 at all, honestly.
Okay. And the
Uh,
vixen is the same thing?
yeah, yeah.
Huh.
So, they're both the same to me, if you ask me. I don't know.
I mean, I would
I think
think
it's
so.
silly that they put those terms
Well, I mean, they're
separately. If you ask me,
cuter.
yeah, I mean,
It's
I
okay. They're
guess.
cuter. I want to be a vixen.
Well, you are a vixen.
Thanks.
You is sexy motherfucker. Now, another term that comes up often is unicorn. Now, we have known some unicorns over the
Yeah,
years.
we have.
The reason why they call them unicorns is because they are single women who often are bisexual single women who can go both ways, men and women, and they're considered a unicorn because they are so hard to find that they're considered unicorns because unicorns are hard to find. They are a
Okay.
mythical creature.
Right. Hmm.
And so it's a single woman, often bisexual woman, willing to join a couple.
Okay. Question.
Okay.
That is what a unicorn is. But
In the
in
lifestyle.
the lifestyles, like, say for me, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna use the word people don't like, but whatevs. You allow me to go and play with couples
Couples.
by
Yeah.
myself
Yeah.
if it's good, right?
Sure.
And I go both ways.
Right.
So am I
So
considered
you wouldn't be a
a
unicorn though.
slash?
Well, you're not a unicorn because you're not a single woman.
Right.
You're
So
married.
what is that called?
I don't know. I
Right?
guess that's a vixen. You would be a vixen or a hot wife.
Hot wife.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. That's your
Cool.
answer.
You're just blowing my mind with all these
Now, the unicorn is a single
single.
bisexual woman, but what is a male?
What is oh, wait, I know what a male is.
It's a dragon.
No.
It's a dragon. A
Uh,
single bisexual male
uh-huh.
that is good to be in a relationship with a couple
Okay.
is a dragon. Another mythical creature.
Another mythical
Yeah,
creature.
yeah.
I think those are actually easier to find.
Single bisexual males? I don't think so.
Oh, actually, no, not bisexual.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to find single bisexual women than it is to find single bisexual
Yes.
males.
Yeah.
What's funny is we have known several unicorns throughout the years. When we first started, that's what we wanted, right? And I think a lot of couples, when they
Oh, yeah.
first start as newbies in the lifestyle, that's what they want. You
Yes.
see, you can always tell who's new because you'll see these posts in the group that'll say, "My wife and I are looking for a
A
female to
female.
join us tonight."
Yeah.
You always start off that way.
Yeah.
And then after a while, if you decide that the lifestyle is for you, you kind of evolve
You do.
and
You
things
do.
start to change.
Usually, for the most part. Some people
For most
stay
people,
for the
so
most
not
part.
everybody, but for the most part, there's a lot of people that they begin to kind of evolve, they begin to
Yeah.
change. That was the case for us.
Yeah.
Initially, we were always looking for just a single woman to come join us. Like, why can't we just find a single woman just to
All single ladies.
come
Yeah.
join us, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we're an awesome couple, we're a lot of fun. Why wouldn't a single woman just wanna come and have fun with us and
And
let's enjoy
come on
ourselves?
us.
Yeah, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Mm-mm-mm.
You know, but realistically, as time went on and we had different experiences and even did the poly thing and did the dating and all that stuff, even after all of that, we realized that, sometimes having the single woman, while it's a fantasy for most, it's not always the best situation
Mhm. Mhm.
for couples.
Mhm.
A lot of times, and I've talked to a lot of single females about this, a lot of unicorns, they have it rough
Oh,
oftentimes.
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, because you're stepping into an already well-made relationship
Yeah.
to have fun with this couple, and sometimes this couple's not ready for that.
Yeah.
They think they are,
Yeah.
but they're not.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, "Oh, you're showing too much attention to my husband,"
Yeah.
or "You're showing too much attention to my wife," and then there's some sort of issue.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel bad for a lot of single women in the
Yeah.
lifestyle because, man, it has
It
got to
has
be
to be hard.
tough.
Yeah, it has to.
Yeah. Can't be easy. Can't be
No.
easy at all. So, that's definitely one of the fun things about the lifestyle when you first go in, kind of discovering that it's not just about that
Yeah.
single one connection. Like, there's
No.
some fun stuff out there.
There is. There's a lot
I
of fun stuff.
never thought that I would be one to really enjoy the MFM
That's
threesome.
male, female, male.
Correct.
Yeah,
There you go. You broke it down.
I
Nice.
did.
I you know,
I enjoyed that.
I realized from our first time on that that was one of my favorite things,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
it's because I'm a pleaser. And because of that, I like to be able to please you or
Yes.
please whoever it is
Yeah.
we're having fun
Having
with.
fun with. Right.
Yeah, and so we get to double up. Me and some other guy get to
Yeah.
double up and
Oh,
please another one. It's
love
friggin'
that.
hot, you know?
Love that.
Yeah, it's hot. So that's a lot
It
of
is.
fun.
I agree. Oh, I got to do that on my birthday.
Yes, you did.
That was fun.
Yes, you did. That was fun, huh?
Yeah.
That was some good times. So, that and those are some more jargon that you gotta consider. There's the different threesomes, so you've got the MFM, the male, female, male,
Uh-huh.
the FMF, the female, male,
Male, female.
female
Love
threesome,
that one.
but also keep in mind it depends on the placement of the letters. So if you
Okay.
say the FFM, that's a female, female, male,
Uh-huh.
where the female and the male are pleasuring the female.
Oh, I like that.
Instead of the FMF where the 2 females are pleasuring the male.
Ooh,
You
I
see
like
what I'm
the
saying? So
FFM.
it works with the letters. The one in the middle is really kind of the one getting the doubled up on pleasure. You know what I'm saying? So the MFM is 2 males taking care of the
Yeah.
female,
I
and so
enjoy
forth and so
being
forth.
the F in the middle or the F on the end.
Okay, you just enjoy being the F
I
period
do.
in any of those
I
scenarios.
do.
Yeah, because look at it, I mean, if it was the 3 FFF,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes,
then it doesn't
please.
matter the placement, you're gonna be up in there,
Yes.
just rolling around.
I
That's right. So those are things to keep in mind whenever you're
Okay.
talking threesomes. It definitely matters where you
Well,
place the
because if
letters.
you do an M in the middle, FMM,
Yeah,
that if and the guy is not bisexual, you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Which M is gonna be in the middle? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, those are things to keep in mind, especially if you're new to the lifestyle. You got to keep those things in mind. Letter placement
What's
does matter.
BRB?
Be right back.
Just kidding.
Moving on. When it comes to communication and preferences, you've got the hard no. The hard no. It's a clear boundary that is not negotiable.
Right.
Anal for us is a hard no,
Right.
especially for me.
Yes.
I don't care for it.
Yeah, and
I
I don't
I
care
don't
for it.
want to be penetrated.
No.
No, not for me.
No.
I'm not into pegging.
No.
Now, some guys are, and hey,
Yeah.
no judgment here, good for
Yeah.
you, but that's not my
But
thing.
anal anyway, like, period. We don't do anal yet.
Well, but we've
We've
opened it up
discussed
now.
it,
We've opened it up
but we
now.
haven't tried
We
it.
haven't had
Yeah,
the
opportunity.
opportunity,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, it
No.
has not come up
No.
yet,
Yeah.
but as
Yeah.
soon as I get it, I'm taking it.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. As soon
okay.
as a woman comes up to me and says, "Hey, can you fuck my ass?" Absolutely. I
Okay.
can because I
Alright.
have permission now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Oh, look at that face over there. You're stewing, aren't you? It's all good. We can go at it. We can go at it in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. You can take your anger out on my dick.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll do that. Man, you're holding so much back. I can see it. There's so much being held
Move
back.
on next.
The next thing on the list is the soft yes. Have you ever heard of this? The soft yes?
No.
No? The soft yes is open to trying something, but with some reservations. Almost like a biselective,
Oh, okay, gotcha,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Or bisituational.
Bisituational, yeah.
That, when you have a woman who says, I'm not really bisexual, but I'll lick your pussy a little bit. That right there is a soft yes.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? So
there's a few of those.
there's a
I've
few of
gotten a
those.
few of those.
Yes, you are the
Yeah.
situation. Yeah, you need a shirt that says, I am the situation. Now, something we've talked about, something we've actually had an entire episode on is consent.
Mhm.
If you're new to this lifestyle, you need to be very, very well versed in consent.
Yes.
It's not just something, I mean, it should be applied in the vanilla world too, actually, but realistically, people seem to think this common misconception that just because we're swingers, we will sleep with anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
And so people will find out you're a swinger, and then some guy will be like, "Oh, let me grab her ass."
Mm,
And
yep.
it's like, "No,
"Excuse me, you wanna
you
lose a
you
limb?"
you don't do that.
Yeah.
Not without consent."
Yeah. Just
Now,
ask.
that's all it takes. You just ask.
Mhm.
You just ask, it's all good.
Yep.
You'll get your yes or no. Most times, what I found out with you is that you think consent is so sexy
Most
that
times it's a yes.
even if you're not attracted to them, if they will ask, you'll most likely say yes because that's a sexy thing that they ask.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It just depends.
But then once somebody does it without consent, that turns you off
Oh,
so bad that they've lost any chance. That's rough,
no
man.
chance.
That is rough. Consent, guys.
Yep.
Very big deal. Very big deal. Now, there is community jargon that some of you may have heard, some of you may not. You'll hear us refer to vanilla.
Mhm.
Vanilla is often referred to as those who are not in the lifestyle, maybe even not familiar with the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Now, we were at a meet and greet last night, and it was at a what would be considered a vanilla bar,
Yes.
a bar that is not very lifestyle friendly. It's just a regular old bar.
Yeah.
There will be people there who are swingers. There will be people there who are not.
Yes.
And because of that, the people who are not swingers, they are what we consider vanilla.
Vanilla,
Vanilla.
which is just plain Jane? No,
Plain, it's just not a part of the
just
lifestyle.
yeah, not a part of the
Not
lifestyle.
a part of the lifestyle. Now, you've heard me say newbie a few times.
Yes.
Newbie, obviously, is a new person to the lifestyle. as you can imagine. There are several out there, and
Newbies.
there's people every day. What I'm
Yeah,
noticing is this community is growing more and more
isn't it?
as the years have gone
It
by
is. It's so awesome.
compared to when we were
Oh,
first
so
into it
awesome.
together. I felt like it was very small and very not inclusive. I did feel like there were a lot of cliques back then. It was a lot harder to break down walls of friendship back
I
then.
will agree. For sure, it was.
I
And
f
it could have been us too.
It
We
could
just
have been.
weren't
I think it was a
that
combination of
we were
both.
just weren't comfortable around
Yeah,
them, but,
yeah, but I think at some point there was an inclusivity that ended up taking place, that people
yeah,
said, "You know what? This is more fun if we just open this up to people." And so I think that kind of attitude of, "You know what? We can be friends. We don't have to sleep together. I don't
yeah,
have to be attracted to be friends with
yeah,
somebody." That opens up the community so much more, and you get to learn about people. You
mhm,
get to really know people, and
yeah,
that I think is really, really cool. It's something that I always like to bring up. Polyamory versus swinging is a thing. It's a thing. And as I
like
say the word
comparing them,
polyamory,
yeah.
I see your eyes just rolling.
Polyamory.
Yeah, yeah, we know you didn't like poly. We got it. Yes, you're not a dater. You're transactional. We get it. Jeez. For those of you who don't know, polyamory is another form of non-monogamy,
Ethical
ethical non-monogamy,
non-monogamy.
where you date others. You have more than one relationship, you have more than one love. That's exactly what polyamory means, as a
Yeah,
matter of fact. Poly meaning more than one,
more than one.
and amory, love, polyamory. So you have more than one loves. And so that is definitely more of a romantic
Mhm,
aspect
mhm.
as opposed to swinging, which is more of a sexual aspect. Now, what I've noticed in this lifestyle, which I find kind of interesting, is there are a lot of people that have trouble separating sex and love.
I did.
You did.
Yeah,
And there's still a lot of people out there, and that's always
yeah.
been one of your worries, is that I will have sex with somebody and they
Yeah,
will
that was one of my
fall
big
in
that was one
love.
of my big worries and my big insecurity. Like, I didn't like it.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I have worked through that. I
Oh,
am
isn't
good.
that
It
nice? That
is.
is
My
nice.
honey boo boo ain't going nowhere.
I'm not going anywhere.
No peace
Yeah.
of mind.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, I'm sticking around. I
Yeah.
am sticking around.
What does that girl say? If you leave me, I will find you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's kinda scary, kinda scary, but I'm happy. I'm happy
Yes, you
as he
are.
blinks in Morse code to save me, and nobody's even saying, "This is sad." So, yeah, that's really one of the big ones, was breaking down the polyamory from the swinging. Those are 2 very different lifestyles. Now, there are polyamorous people that do incorporate the swinging aspect of it, um,
Yes.
which
Mhm.
is cool.
Mhm.
I think that's pretty neat. I think it's cool that you can date and be able to have your sexual lifestyle as well, and date several others. I don't know, it seems like an interesting idea. I think for the people that can pull it off, they really are some strong personalities,
Yeah. Yeah.
and very organized. You
Yeah.
have to be very
You
organized
do.
to be
Yeah.
poly, because that
Mhm.
shoot,
That takes a lot.
just to be swinging the
Swinging.
way we do, I mean, we have to keep a freaking calendar, a
Yeah.
lifestyle calendar that we share, and we have to constantly update it. We're going to this event on this day, we're going with this couple on this day.
Yeah.
There's been times where we've double booked ourselves, like,
Yeah.
this is while I've said the swinging lifestyle is not my priority over my relationship, it is definitely an important community to us,
Oh, for
I feel,
sure. Equally. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, I think that's pretty cool. Now I'd like to talk a little bit about the slut phase.
Okay.
Now, we've been talking about this a lot lately. You're kind of experiencing your slut phase right now in
Yes.
life, right? Yeah,
I
I mean,
am.
internally at least. I don't think that you're really being slutty.
No.
you're kinda working your way to it,
I am.
right?
Yeah.
But there's a want there.
Yes,
So you kinda wanna be that slutty person,
I
yeah?
do. Yeah.
Now, I feel like the community is kind of half and half on this.
Okay.
Half of the community is totally okay with everybody being slutty, and you can go from flower to flower like a little sex bee
Uh-huh.
and do this and do that and have your fun because that's what this is about, right?
Uh-huh.
You're having that sexual freedom, you're having that fun.
Yes.
The other half of the community will see somebody who appears to be playing around a lot with different people and go, I'm not interested in that. I don't want
Okay.
somebody who's going from flower to flower.
But how do they know it's actually intercourse
Well,
happening?
see, that's the question. Nobody really knows
Nobody, it's just
because, yeah,
speculations.
because most
Gotcha.
times it's considered uncouth to talk about your sexual conquests
Yeah.
or people you've
I
slept
think
with.
I mean, I'm very indifferent about that,
Are you? Do
so
you think that it's a good idea to disclose?
I don't know. I mean, I think if somebody asks about us
Yeah,
and we found out they asked about us, I'd
yeah.
be like, that's kinda hot, because I know the experience because I
Yeah.
know the experience was good. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
"Sorry, but you left with a smile."
Well, the thing about it is that there's a lot of assumptions that are made.
Yeah.
I've noticed that people assume that you and I, that we
Mhm.
sleep with a lot of people. And because we hang out with a lot of people and
That's funny.
we're affectionate with our friends and we're
Yeah.
flirty with our friends and we'll, make little comments and this and that. And I will say, you know what? I am a fan of the kissing. I
Yeah.
like to kiss.
Yeah.
And I'll be at a place and I'll find somebody and I'll end up making out with them for a little bit or I'll make out with somebody else. It's kissing, it's fun,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Does that mean that I've slept with them? No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
And there's a lot of people that I think assume that we sleep with a lot of our friends and we really don't.
Nope.
But we also don't disclose that.
Nope.
And that's the funny thing that we don't know if I is it ethical? Is it not ethical? Like, there's certain people that you're very close to, you trust, you love, and you know that you can talk about stuff like that, and it stays there.
Yeah. But
But
if
you're outing somebody else, and
yeah,
maybe they're discreet about it, or they don't want
that's
anybody to know who they're sleeping with, you know?
and what if it was a bad experience?
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to be forewarned.
Well, see, that's the thing,
I
though.
mean, I know
You're
it's
gonna
a
but if somebody tells you, say we're with a couple that is
Mhm.
a good friend of ours,
Okay.
and somebody comes up in conversation, and this somebody that came up is somebody that you've been wanting to fuck for a long time,
Okay.
and you're, just about close to sealing the deal.
Yeah.
Like, you're about to make this happen, and you're talking to this couple that you're close to, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, we had fun with that person," or "We had an experience with that person."
Uh-huh.
And you're like, "Well, how did it go?" And they tell you, "Oh, well, he was okay, but he really couldn't get his dick hard because he was doing a lot of cocaine."
Uh-huh.
Which apparently is a thing.
Bo
Yeah.
Nope.
So then boom,
Nope.
done.
Thank you.
You just gave up.
You just saved
You
me.
just walked away from it, right?
Yes.
Now, so that right there, fine. But what if they said, "Yeah, he just wasn't very good. He had trouble keeping his dick hard." Didn't say for any reason why, but that it just wasn't a good experience, blah, blah, blah. So now you're gonna go into this situation with this negative mentality. You're gonna be looking for this negative experience.
You think?
Yeah, man, you do it all the time. Well, I mean, you do it all the time whenever you have something negative planted in your head, you're gonna walk into something with that negative thought.
Yeah.
You're not gonna walk into it with a clean slate going, "Oh, this is gonna be a great experience." You're gonna have it in your head that this is probably gonna suck because my
Yeah.
friends had this bad experience.
Yeah.
And it's different for everybody.
It is.
There have been guys who have slept with you who have had so much difficulty operating their own piece because they are intimidated by you,
Yeah, I know.
which I find incredible. Either because they're afraid you're gonna get pissed off at them because you look pissed off, or they think you're too hot for them, or whatever it is. there is an intimidation factor,
Really bad.
and all of a sudden they can't get hard. Well, then what happens when they can't get hard? You don't smile about it. Y
I am nice
No, you
now.
are nice. No,
Oh,
I'm not
yeah, I know
but
I
I'm
know
saying
exactly,
but
yeah.
you're looking at them like, "Are you can you do this?" You know?
Yeah,
And which I'm sure makes it even
even
more
harder.
intimidating,
Yeah,
and it's gotta be tough. It's
yeah,
gotta be tough.
yeah.
So, that's just one of those things where it's different from person to person.
Yeah.
So can you really should you really disclose your experiences with other people? I think it's okay if it's a community situation, like if there's an actual harm that could come
For
about.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If there's something serious that could come up that really needs to be discussed, you kind of need to bring it up. It is what it is.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, it's better to discuss it up front and save your friend some sort of despair or
Uh-huh.
whatever
Mhm.
if it's a serious situation. Now, if it's something like they were being petty or whatever, well,
Mm,
that's small penny ante stuff. You don't have to go through it with that.
yeah. Yeah.
But, kind of heading back into the whole slut phase
Mhm.
that we were talking about, I really find it interesting the two different dynamics, the two different sides of it. Me personally, I am big into sexual freedom. I think I've said it
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
I enjoy this lifestyle for the sheer fact that, that sexual freedom, being able to find somebody that I connect with and that I enjoy having sex with and be able to do that with whomever I want is a nice aspect of this lifestyle.
Mhm.
But I certainly wouldn't want to know that I'm being judged off of the fact that I am connecting with others.
Right.
Do you know what I
No, of
mean?
course not. Yeah.
That's
And
just
I
me.
mean, honestly, you're in the lifestyle. Like, there's people that have sex with different people every weekend.
And we're all adults here, man.
We're all
I
fucking
mean, this
adults.
is
Like,
this is what we're in this for.
sorry, guys, but I am totally trying to be in my hoe phase.
You know,
So,
I'm not gonna
I
that's the thing
mean,
about it is how are you gonna be in the lifestyle and be slut shamed? I've seen it a billion times. How are you gonna slut shame someone if we're in this lifestyle for sex?
yeah.
I have seen people judge and make judgy faces when either of us have spoken about wanting to have sex with somebody.
Yeah.
And it's like, "Ugh, like, how many different people are you gonna sleep with?" And it's like, well, first off, I didn't say I was sleeping with him.
Yeah.
Second of off, I said I wanted to sleep with him. And third off, how is that your place to judge?
I mean,
You know?
I'm trying to do 100.
This is
I
a
don't
life
know.
this is a lifestyle that's based off of sex
Yeah, you should not
and
judge.
wants,
But
there should be no judgment
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Whether there's a couple that maybe is going about it very slowly, and that's another place where I've seen people judge. If there's a couple that's really trying to take their time and they're going in baby steps, I've seen people tell me, "Oh, we're new to this lifestyle and we try to take baby steps and we're going into it real slow. And because we're not jumping in the sack with people right away, people are mean and they will just kind of leave us to our own, they won't, they'll talk to us a little bit and then they'll realize we're not going to sleep with them right away and they'll disappear on us."
Of course.
And so that's the other area of judgment. It's like there's two sides of this. You're going to be judged whether you're sleeping with everybody
Right.
or you're going to be judged if you're not sleeping with
Right.
anybody,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's like last I checked, it takes a while to get used to
Yes.
being in the lifestyle and sleeping with other people and
Yeah.
doing this whole thing. I mean, it's not anything that comes natural.
No. But yeah, I am totally trying to be in my slut phase.
And it's something that we've talked about. I've always wanted to be with a woman who was slutty.
I
And,
know.
it's a turn on to me. The
Yeah.
idea that we can be at an event and my wife can be going from person to person and just kind of flocking from here to there and flirting and this and that. And me being able to do the same thing and have
Yeah.
women come up to me and have that banter back and forth is kind of a turn on.
Yeah.
Not kind of, it is a turn on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I like I like my wife being slutty.
Yeah.
I like my wife being just throw caution to the wind. I wanna have some fun. I'm
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
wet right now, and I really wanna get fingered on the dance floor by some
Yeah.
stranger,
Oh,
like, shit like that, I'm like, "Whew,
yes,
whew,"
yes,
you know what I
yes.
mean? Like, "Wow,
Woo!
that sounds like a lot of fun. Let's do that."
Sounds like a lot of
Or the idea of, picking up a friend of ours and you 2 getting it on in the back seat while I drive around town, you know what I mean? Like,
hello.
stuff like, that's hot, and I enjoy stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I enjoy watching you get pleasure, but I also enjoy getting mine too,
Yes.
and I like having my fun. I like having my connections with different women and being able to share that with you, but also having my one-on-one fun, like, the whole thing, the whole aspect of it is great. Now, am
Yeah.
I having sex as often as I'd like? No, no.
Same.
I mean, we're having sex, you and I,
Oh,
obviously. We have a very healthy sex life.
and right now it's at it kind of fluctuates, and right now it's at its peak.
It is at its peak,
This
like, we're
week.
having yeah,
This
this
week
week
it's
we're having s lots and lots of
yes.
sex daily,
Yeah.
and
R8.
yeah, our rates be getting crazy,
Yeah.
and let me tell you, I mean, people think I'm full of crap, and I'm like, "No, we have sex at least 4 times a day,
Yeah.
and sometimes more." And it's because I just can't get enough of you. I mean, if you've seen her, you'd understand. This woman wears these yoga pants, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, she's bending over again, and she looks so friggin' hot. Of course, I'm gonna be turned on. I'm gonna want some,
Hey,
you
I
know?"
always want you.
Yeah, I mean, so that's why it works. So
It
we have a
works.
great sex life,
Yeah.
but would I like to be having regular sex fun with different people? Absolutely,
Right?
because it's hot. That's
That's the
hot.
idea.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
hot. And ideally, I would like to build this circle of friends, just this close circle of friends that we're comfortable with, that we trust and know and feel good about, that we can enjoy together as a couple, but we can also enjoy separately and just have fun with whenever we want to have
Yeah.
fun. Let's go dancing, let's go have dinner, let's go have some sex. You
Yes.
know what I mean? That kind of dynamic is great.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
and
Yeah.
I don't want to be made to feel like shit for it.
N boo boo.
What are we here for?
Boo boo. You do you.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
right.
I'm just saying, I mean,
Yeah.
for it being such an open
Sometimes there's a lot of
community,
people
there's
sometimes
a
there's
lot of
people
judgment.
yeah,
There's a lot of
sometimes there's
judgment.
judgment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
They just need to
difficult.
be educated.
They need to be
That's it.
educated, but also, I think it's a lot of you just need to cool out, man.
Cool
You just
out.
need to accept everybody for what they are and for who they
Love.
are, and don't judge, man. If it's not for you, it's not for you, and that's cool.
Yes.
And if it is for you, hey, join in and have a good
'Cause
time.
I'll be wearing my little slut badge.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
There's nothing wrong with that. I like that whole idea. You don't have to be overtly slutty in
Yeah.
public, but there are certain ways to be, certain times that you can act certain ways, and it's like, "Dude, go for it, man." I've been telling you for years, "Hey, you have the golden ticket. You can do whatever you want whenever you want to
I
whomever
know.
you want."
I know.
And it's all good. Like, you don't even have to check in with me, like, you can do your thing. And I think for the most part, I have the same ability,
Yeah.
but it's hard because you don't wanna do that with strangers.
Yeah.
You don't wanna have that aspect with strangers. You wanna be able to have people on the roster that I know and trust, or I wanna have people on my roster that you know and trust
Yeah.
because it's that much
Yeah.
easier. I don't wanna be worrying about who you're traipsing around with
Yes.
and
Yeah.
who you could get in trouble with,
Yeah.
you know? So, yeah, but I'm really enjoying this slut phase that you're in and that I feel like I'm in, you
Yeah.
know? 2025 is
Yeah.
confident Adam in 2025, that's what it is,
Yes.
and I will tell you, I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling good.
Good. You
I'm feeling good,
should.
yeah, I'm feeling good. I have met some very lovely ladies who
Yes.
have expressed some very good interest in me,
Yes.
and they make me blush and smile, which is kinda cool because 'cause I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay, there's somebody other than my wife who wants a piece of this?" by all means, let's talk.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so it's just a lot of fun. It's really a boost to the ego.
Yeah.
I feel like 2024 was a difficulty for me because I was really kind of dealing with new feelings
Mhm.
of having people express interest in me, and I kinda was like, "Why?
Yeah.
Why are you interested in
Yeah.
me? I don't understand."
Yeah.
And so that was a real internal conflict, and it really brought out more of a self-esteem issue.
Mhm.
And so really looking at it, and I think you and I had a good conversation about it, and you were like, "Dude, confidence is sexy.
Yeah.
You gotta have confidence."
Got to.
And so I was like, "Well, fuck it, I'm gonna fake it till I make
Yeah.
it." And so I really, if you're at an event with me and we're talking and I'm like, "Hey, do you see how good I look?" You've heard me say that
Oh
before.
my
I'll tell
god.
people, I'll be like, "You see me? Look at this. I put this together. I'm looking good." I know I'm looking like
No,
the money.
we could be
I now I
anywhere.
do that. I do that, and I'm not a cocky person. I'm not one of those people.
No.
I do it in a joking way, but at the same time, I also do it because I'm trying. It's that whole fake it till you make it thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fake my confidence to where it gives me that extra added boost where I can really shine through
Right.
and feel confident enough to make a move on the pretty girl,
Yeah. Yeah.
or let her know I'm interested in that
Yeah.
that sort of thing, which has always in previous times been a very difficult conversation for me to have,
Mhm.
to tell somebody that I'm interested in them, because it's one of those things where you automatically think a no is coming before you even asked anything.
Right. Right.
And
Yeah.
so the way you word it is almost putting yourself down. That's the way I would do it.
Okay.
So it's like, I just wanted to let you know I'm interested. I know that you're probably not interested. I know I'm not on your level, but I just wanted to throw myself out there, and realistically, you don't even have to say anything. Like, I would prefer it if you didn't say anything about it, because I'm pretty sure you're not interested and you won't want to say this, but I just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
dude, yeah. No, I'm broken. I'm broken. So, like, that was it was very Jerry Lewis,
Oh goodness.
just a bunch of not Je
That's why no one that's
Richard Lewis, not
that
Jerry Lewis. It was
that
very, very Richard Lewis. It's just like I would just go on this rant of like, I don't even know how I'm gonna say this to you, but realistically, yeah, this is something that I'm interested in. And I would say that I'm interested in you, but I wouldn't specify that I wanted to play with you. You know what
okay.
I mean?
Yeah.
And so now I'm starting to realize, that's kind of a necessity to speak on. Like, that's an important detail.
Yeah.
And so now I express my interest. I make it real clear, "Look, I like you. I
Yeah.
like the person that you are. I'd like to get to know you better, but I also find you really attractive, and I would really like to play with you at some
There you
point,
go.
if that's something you're interested in."
Yeah.
And that's something that we can always talk about later if you're
Yeah.
interested in it.
Yeah.
Now, if I've ever said that, it's gone well. It's gone
Well,
well.
there you go.
It's the direct. I don't like keeping people guessing, so I
Yeah.
do, if I'm gonna be interested in somebody, I'm gonna make it real known that I'm interested,
Yeah.
because they
Because we
should
like
know.
that.
Yeah, I would like to know
We
if
appreciate
somebody's
that.
interested ahead of
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
because then I know it's okay to flirt.
Yeah.
I know it's okay to say this and that and the other.
Yeah.
And so I don't like to keep people guessing. So if there's somebody out there that I am off the bat interested in, I make it real clear, "I'm interested in you.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be interested in me. That's totally cool. And we can be friends and all that stuff. But I just want you to know that this is how I feel. And this is what I'm interested in. And we can see where it goes from here if you're interested too."
Yeah.
And that directness has really gone well. So if there's anything that you can take away from this, it's that maybe you should be direct. Be direct. Be
Be
direct with all the people.
direct.
I mean, realistically, just be direct. It sounds like an embarrassing and scary concept. You did a post recently
Mhm.
about
I did.
about how to really speak on
Yeah.
people and things like that, and putting yourself out there. And a lot of people said the same thing, that
They
they
don't
don't put
like
themselves out there
rejection.
because of rejection. And
Yeah.
mine was the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't like to be rejected. I don't want to take that chance of
And
being
for me,
rejected.
it's not the rejection.
No?
No.
What is it?
For me, it's the I don't know the dynamic. Okay, like, right off the bat, like, do I ask you? Do I ask the woman?
Well, now is this in a group chat? Like, what's the situation there?
This is just if it's a group chat, no, like, one-on-one, like just one-on-one, just a woman or a guy, and I'm like, "Do I approach her? Do I approach him?"
Well, I think most women expect the woman to approach the woman.
Yeah.
I think that's normally the case.
Do you?
I think so. Now, I
I
will
like
tell
that.
you, initially, when we first started in these groups, and I think I've said this before, I ran into a lot of couples that would say, well, it no opposite sex communication. If you're going to talk, the male talks to the male, the woman talks to the woman. So you reach out to the man.
Mhm.
I would always be told, reach out to my husband. Okay.
Yes.
I don't run into that so much anymore. And as a matter of fact, I get a lot of women who reach out to me
Yeah.
from a couple standpoint. The woman will reach out to me. And very rarely does the husband reach out to me.
Yeah.
Very rarely. Now it does
So when
happen,
it's
but
like
it's rare.
that, are they just looking for you?
I don't know.
See, now that's
So
confusing
that is confusing. So most of the time it's not the case.
because
Like,
if I'm reaching out to a couple,
yeah,
I'm reaching out because I want the couple.
right. So that's where I don't know. The way I take it is most of the time, if a woman reaches out to me, it's because she's interested in me. And if a woman's more interested in you, she'll reach out to you.
Mm,
You know
mhm,
what I mean?
mhm.
Now, there are certain occasions, and I've spoken to some
But
of
then
these
they ask
people.
you your dynamic, and it all changes,
Does
right?
it all change?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, some women that reach out to me, they have a similar dynamic.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
but
understand.
they don't have the, "Oh, well, we have to have a group chat," kind of situation. Like,
Yeah,
they're able to be autonomous. They're able to
yeah,
talk independently and that sort of thing, and
yeah.
express interest in that
Gotcha.
kind
I
of what
gotcha.
we have.
Gotcha.
But there are some couples where they're big into what's respectful and what's not respectful, and it's like, well, if you're gonna show interest and you wanna be with the couple, then you should reach out to the same sex, and that would be respectful. Now, what do you
Right.
feel about that? What do you think about that?
I think if you want the couple,
Yeah.
you should reach out to the same sex.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Why is that?
because if it's a couple, most likely it's gonna be the woman that's gonna make the decision.
Well, I mean, that's an assumption, you
I
think?
mean, it is for us.
It is for us, but what we do is not the same thing as
Well,
every other.
obviously, but you're asking my opinion. What
Well,
do I
no, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
yeah, I
so
mean, but that's
I think, I mean, for us, yeah. Respect?
you think it's a respect thing?
Respect also?
You
Yeah.
think that's a respect thing?
Yeah, like, if we're all gonna play together, like, let's see if the girls vibe.
Now, what one thing that people have done sometimes is just gone straight to the group chat. Instead of
Yeah.
messaging one or the other, they will actually message both of us
Yeah,
at
and do a
once,
group chat.
which
Yeah.
I think is pretty smart.
Very s
I think that's pretty
I
smart.
appreciate that
Now
also.
I am a different belief than you. I don't view it as disrespectful.
Mhm.
I personally think that, like me, for example, if I want to reach out to a couple, obviously I'm not going to be interested in the guy. I'm interested in the girl.
Mhm.
I'm a straight man.
Mhm.
I'm not going to be interested in the guy. I'm going to reach out to the person I'm interested in. You know,
But
does
if you don't
does
give
that
but if you don't get a good vibe from the husband, if the husband doesn't get a good vibe from you,
Well, obviously, at
he's
some
gonna
point,
block it.
we're all gonna
Yeah.
meet. At
Mhm.
some point, we're all gonna talk,
Understood.
you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yes.
So, I'm not gonna have sex with a woman without having met the husband
Gotcha.
first. So, the vibe's gotta be there before we even play. But
Right.
if I'm reaching out to a couple, I'm not gonna reach out to the guy and be like, "Hey, can I talk to your wife about
Yeah.
having sex with you guys at some point?" No, I'm gonna reach out to the person that I'm interested in, and that doesn't mean that it's not gonna be a group thing. I'm just gonna be connecting with the person that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
But, I certainly wouldn't view it as disrespectful. Now, I do understand where people would view that as
Yeah.
disrespectful,
Yeah.
but I don't feel that most times it is intended as
Yeah.
disrespectful. Now
Yeah.
there are times where it
Yeah.
is.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
most times it's not.
yeah, there are
Yeah.
times where it's, like, blatant, but most times it's not, and so I was always curious about that because for me, it is a different
Yeah.
perspective,
It is.
but, at the same time, it's also different for men and women, just period. It's just different.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
for sure. It's the thought process, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. So anyways, I gotta say, I think that this was an
It's
interesting
very
show. It
educational.
was a bit on the educational side,
Very
a little
educational.
less entertaining and a little bit more
Hey,
educational.
people
Hey,
like to hear.
what it is, what it is.
It's
It
what it
is what
is.
it is, my dear. And let me tell you something. I am gonna have to put a wrap on this because I have been seeing you yawn and rub your eyes for like the past hour.
I'll have a little sty in my
Yeah,
eye.
well, rubbing them ain't gonna help you.
I know.
I got something you can rub though.
Ah,
What's up, girl?
you.
Yeah, we're gonna brown chicken brown cow this here in a second. That's right. You're gonna have to take that ass on over there to that bed, and we're gonna have a little fun.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would bring you guys along, and I'm sure you would enjoy it, but I'm not gonna do that because FCC would not agree.
No.
No, this
Mm.
is not that kind of podcast. Anyways, with that being said, I appreciate you guys always tuning in and always being faithful to us and always listening to us. We appreciate you. We appreciate you being a part of this family and being a part of this community. And we appreciate you letting us into your speakers, your homes, your cars, your daily commutes. Thank you for being there. Thank you for showing the love and affection and just complete support. We really appreciate every single one of you. And with that, we will see you guys next week.
Bye.